this. Imagine a power play, right? They kick Vince McMahon out of his own company, and now the UFC owns the WWE.
And
That's a serious power play.
oh, we're gonna. Oh, well, you know what else is a power move? I think you know. I'm not gonna lie. You see, with Turkey Al Sheikh, I'll be honest with you. At first, I didn't really like the guy because he had a problem with Canelo. You know, and
Right.
because Canelo's one of my favorite fighters. Well, he is actually my favorite fighter. Everyone knows that. And like, obviously, they had that issue, and I thought, you know what, you know, I don't really like it because, he just not cooperating with what Canelo wants, you know. But at the same time, like what he's done for boxing, how can you not like a guy that's changed the boxers' lives and does everything for the fans, makes the best fights, you know. And now they've made up him and Canelo, and it's all good, you know what I mean? And yeah, he's done a lot, man. He's done a lot for boxing, man. Yeah, boxing was a dying sport before this, before he took over, you know. It was just like the fights the fans want, they never get made. But now we're just getting super fight after super fight, great undercards, and oh, it's crazy, man. And he's done a lot for the UFC as well, innit? You know?
Yeah. He's in the initial stages of getting something done with that. Um,
Yeah.
there. So this is a good segue that we have with Turkey El Sheikh taking on Gervonta Davis, right? And by the way, I'm actually going to clip this part right here sometime down the road, right? Maybe around this week, what I'm about to talk about right now.
Yeah.
It's going to start off with where you talked about with Canelo, and then we transition it into Turkey. And now here we are, the next segue that you're going to see on a clip later on, and you're seeing this live. Gervonta Davis versus Turkey El Sheikh. So Gervonta Davis says that Turkey El Sheikh is ruining boxing. Is this true?
No.
I would absolutely disagree. Look at Zane right now, right? As soon as I said that, he sighed at it, with discontent because how could
I,
you
I
say
thought that I thought that before as well, but he's not, man. Really and truly, he's just trying to make the best fights happen. Just trying to pay the athletes, the boxers, the money they deserve. You get me? And no promoter is gonna be paying what he's gonna pay these fighters. He changes their lives. You get me? So boxers, they didn't have that opportunity before. Now they're getting paid what they deserve, and what they deserve is they're risking their life in the ring. No matter amount of money you're gonna get deserves your health, So they're getting
yeah.
paid what they deserve, and that's the main thing about it, And so will Javonta Davis. So I just think he's just a bit too egotistic, at this moment in time.
And I think you hit that on the nail when you said that he was egotistic because this is primarily the reason why he has something against Turkey El Sheikh. Think about this. Why would he hate this? Want to know why? Because now his undefeated record can't be protected. He
Yeah,
can't make moves the way that he can. He gets offered a certain amount of money, and most people around the world are going to look at that and say, "How are you going to say no to money like that? You
how
must
you
be
gonna
a
say
coward."
that? Yeah, exactly.
That's how he's going to be perceived, and he doesn't like it. He doesn't like that he's going to be perceived as a coward in his whole entire ordeal.
Yeah.
That's just what it really comes down to.
Don't don't get me wrong though. Tank's a very good fighter, man. He's an excellent fighter. He's pound for pound one of the best fighters. But we just want the fight as fans. We just want what the fights that we want to see. Get me the best fight, the best. And that's what it comes down to, And right now it doesn't look good, on his side because you're getting triple the amount of money you would usually get to make a super fight happen. And I don't know why you would want to decline that.
Well, here's the thing, right? Take a look at Terrence Crawford. He's fighting Canelo next, right?
Yeah, that's a great fight, by the way. That is a
And I
beautiful
hear a
fight.
lot of people online say, hey, you know what?
Damn.
Canelo might do him in, and I don't blame them for saying that.
Bro, let me tell you something. There's weight classes for a reason, but you know, Terence Crawford, he is a special fighter, man. Like, he is really talented and skill wise. He could give Canelo problems, man. And that's
But
me
you know
being
why
a
he's not
Canelo.
saying no? You know why Crawford is not saying no?
It's the money.
Because, well, yes, because he hasn't been paid the type of money that Gervonta
Bro,
Davis.
but the thing with Crawford and Giovanna, Crawford actually believes in himself. He believes he actually is gonna win the fight. Whereas Giovanna Davis, the only reason why I can't think he would take the fight is because he's not as confident. That's what it comes down to, you know. 'Cause why would it's not the money that's the issue. It's maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not as confident, you know. What do you say?
Kadu here says both built like Russians, ain't gonna lie. I think it's the no beard mustache. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's the no beard mustache, which is obviously an Islamic thing to do. Although a lot of MMA fans nowadays sort of synonymize it with Dagestani fighters. But yeah, that's where Dagestani fighters got it nonetheless. So yeah, that's what it really comes down to. It's Gervonta Davis does not want to sacrifice his record. And unlike Crawford, he's already made enough money. And that's just
Look,
really what it comes down to.
if Canelo can sit down with Turkey, I'll shake and sort things out. And I don't know why Giovanna Davis can't, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to, you know. But we'll see. I don't know what will happen, you know. But at the moment, I think Giovanna Davis should just accept the fact that Turkey Al Sheikh is helping people in boxing thrive when they probably wouldn't been able to get the opportunity to. Do you understand? And
Yeah.
he's changed people's lives at the end of the day. And I'm all for that and making the best fights happen. So as a fan, you can't really say nothing bad about the guy. You know, he just made the sport very, very good. You know, he's made a dying sport into a thriving sport for a lot of people, and the opportunities are endless for everyone now. Do you understand? From the media side of things to, you know, the boxers, the coaches, you know, he's just done a lot of things in a short period of time, and it's only going to get better. That's
Yeah,
it.
man. And shout out to Turkey Al Sheikh for that, which again only shows that if you are against him, it's only because of number one, political reasons, and number two, if you're a boxer that's afraid to lose your undefeated record. And that's just what it really comes down to by the end of the day.
Facts.
So facts on that. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. So that right there is that one is clipped. That one is getting clipped right there. Perfect.
Yeah,
That one is
no, he deserves his credit, man. Because obviously,
303.
bro, boxing wouldn't be as good as it is today, man. Because we're just getting fight after fight, and it's just mad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're getting super fight after super fight, and that was unheard of. Like, you get what I'm saying? We didn't have Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn working together. Do you know what I mean? That just sums his involvement in boxing. To make that happen, that was a big power move. You know what I mean? 5 versus 5. He had that event. That was crazy as well. 5 matchroom fighters was 5 Queensbury fighters, the best of the best in each weight
Yeah.
class. That was a crazy event. And like, we wouldn't have that fight. We wouldn't have that event if it weren't for him. So, you know, he
Yeah.
deserves credit for pulling that off, you know.
Yeah. He was the absolute main man of being able to allow that to happen. And again, Tank, he's just worried. And I also think that he's worried that they will put him up in a matchup that, well, is not going to be favorable towards him. Because look,
Yeah.
here's what I think happened when Tank signed with PBC, right?
Yeah.
They said to him, hey, Tank, We're going to protect your career. We're going to make sure that you get all the best fights possible that are going to gear towards your favor.
Mm.
And that's how we're going to do things.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how we're going to do things. And we're going to protect you.
Mm.
So, now you look at PBC, they're starting to lose influence, right? Losing a lot of influence, a whole lot of
Yeah, they are.
influence.
They
And
haven't really got much like power in the sport no more. They're getting like, yeah. But eventually they'll have to work with Turkey Al Sheikh if they want to. You know, if they want to thrive again. That's the only way at the moment, you know. He's really taken on everyone, like everyone's promoters, everyone. They're all under him basically, you know.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
rightfully so, he deserves that, you know, for paying them, looking after them, and looking for their best interests. Like the other day, I heard about the Fraser Clark story when Fraser Clark got knocked out. Like his face was smashed in. Like I don't know. So like one of the surgeons of his, they straight away took him to the hospital and got out of bed and that. You know, that just shows you the amount of healthcare provided by him as well. Like look after the fighters from injury and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
mad. That's good.
Yeah, man. So,
Another thing, another thing, Kyrie, I've got to mention is look at Hamza Shiraz. He's looked after my brother Hamza Shiraz. Like financially, you
yeah.
know, is sorted now. You know, alhamdulillah, innit? And I'm happy that that he's okay. You know, and he deserves to get what he wants. You know what I mean? And he's getting paid well, and he's tight. He's going for a world title next fight. That's crazy because it's happened in a short period of time as well. You know?
And it was all because he was able to get that opportunity at the right time with Frank Warren linking up with Turkey.
Facts, yeah, man. And like, he deserves it as well, and he's come a long way. So I'm very happy and proud of him. And Turkey Al Sheikh's made him a Riyadh ambassador, and that's really promising that he's getting behind Hamza Shiraz. So that's a partnership that's really good as well. And, he's very, very good and influential as well with Turkey Al Sheikh. Can bring a whole lot of fan base, from the
Yeah.
Saudis. Because Hamza's got potential. He's got a superstar potential, being a big personality and having Turkey behind him, That's really good. I got to thank Turkey for doing that for Hamza.
Yeah,
That's
man. That is very important in the career of Hamza Shiraz, man, because you know what, like Hamza Shiraz, you look at his beginnings, right? He was, what was that?
Hamza's gonna be a superstar, inshallah. Like you can get to that Canelo level,
And
of stardom.
prior to that, nobody wanted to give him a chance.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy, looking at where he's at now. No one wanted to give him a chance, and Frank Warren is definitely glad that he gave him a chance, but also I think, yeah, man, I think Turkey Al Sheikh is glad that he gave him a chance as well because look at the results that he did, bro. Ammo Williams, that fight, you would have never seen that fight until those guys had to meet later down the road in the championship levels. He got early work early on, Hamza.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
that's early work.
Yeah, I can't believe it, man. Like obviously, in that space of time, Turkey Al Sheikh, if he's done one thing, is look after Hamza Shiraz and his career, and that just makes me happy in itself, and that's why I can't dislike the guy as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Javante Davis should just, come to reality and just leave the ego to the side.